would like to hereby invite all district community councils, those established and those that are looking to be established, to a meeting on hurricane season preparation 2018. The meeting will be kept at the Government Administration Building, Meeting Room 1, March 29th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The objective of this meeting is to raise awareness and start a community-based approach to the district community councils as part of the hurricane season preparation by involving them in the early process. During the meeting, presentations will be given on the Emergency Operating Center, EOC, and specifically Emergency Support Function 7, we call it ESF 7, who is responsible for shelter management, organizing a district community volunteers, and distribution of relief aid after the passing of a hurricane. So I urge the community councils to take advantage of this opportunity to connect with government as we prepare for hurricane season 2018. At this time, let me take the opportunity to thank all stakeholders that are involved thus far in helping us in this endeavor. With regards to the cooperation between St. Martin, the World Bank, and the Netherlands, many of you will have read about the letter that State Secretary Raymond Knops sent to the Dutch Parliament last Friday on the current pace of the recovery of St. Martin. In his letter, the State Secretary discusses many things, including the current state of the preparations for the trust fund, the financial scope of the trust fund, and the kind of projects that can be financed by the trust fund. As Prime Minister, I am grateful for the excellent cooperation with State Secretary Knops and for the financial assistance that the government of the Netherlands has made available for St. Martin. The next step that we are really waiting for, however, is the actual establishment of the trust fund, because only when the trust fund is in place can St. Martin start with the early projects that are currently needed to prepare the country for the hurricane season. Earlier this week, I communicated with the State Secretary to emphasize the need to move on quickly. I'm happy to report that he has personally ensured me that the agreement with the Dutch and the World Bank will be signed in mid-April in Washington, the date April 16 to be exact. We also agreed that once the trust fund is in place, the Netherlands, the World Bank, and St. Martin will not lose any unnecessary time to start building St. Martin back better. I will endeavor to keep the population of St. Martin updated as we move towards the start of financing of recovery projects. As it relates to reconstruction, and to add to the Honorable Minister of Vroomy's notice, on Monday morning, I met with Richard Blewett of the UN Resident Coordinator and Freddie Ostili of the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, who gave an update on the activities they have been undertaking. Namely, the UNDP roof repair program, which is being executed in close collaboration with the Ministry of Vroomy, as indicated, is slated to begin first week of April, according to the meeting. The UNDP expects to complete approximately 100 to 150 houses by the end of June 2018. If the roof repair program meets all its targets by the end of June, the UNDP has expressed interest in the possibility of extending the reconstruction program to a phase 2, which will include house reconstruction for homes that were severely damaged and were not taken up in phase 1 of the roof repair program. Additionally, the UNDP is carrying out a cash for work and debris removal program through the early recovery funds from the Netherlands with a budget of $600,000 that entails the cleanup of debris throughout the districts on St. Martin. Contractors are asked to take on extra workers from the districts to encourage employment. Going forward, the UNDP has the goal of seeking additional funding to start a business mentoring and incubation program and an early learning program focused on vocational training in cooperation with NEPA in Cahill. Further details will be given on these two initiative programs at a later date.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Tell them, connecting you.
What we went through before hurricane, after hurricane, where we are today, and going forward. As you have noticed, I've heard as well too, GB was hit hard by Hurricane Irma. We have, prior to Irma, we have our meetings because we have a disaster plan in GB. For a number of years now, this plan was in place. So before Irma, we met together as both employees to discuss hurricane preparedness. This started in June, and we continued from there. This was before Hurricane Irma. We met with employees as well too, and discussed our plan of action. We have meetings. We introduce our hurricane badges. We have them in GB. We printed additional hurricane badges for employees because of the storm that was hitting the island. Category 5, we expected some damages. So we had additional employees as backup so we can be able to come to work right after the storm as well. We covered our equipment in the company. All computers were covered. We covered some engines and power plant was standby. We had some additional mobile telephones we acquired because of we are many with UTS. We bought some cell phones as well as a backup in case one go there we can communicate still. Our radios were assigned to key personnel. So there's some preparation made for hurricane before the storm really hit the island. The damages to GB, our main office here was an old building, built probably in the 60s. It suffered serious damage. It's beyond repair. Our distribution building just next door also suffered damages. The warehouse and the power plant. The production facilities, we have 5 engine halls in the power plant. All engine halls got damaged. Even the new engine halls we bought from Waseda Engines in 2005, 2009 also got damaged. Our big surprise to us was engine hall number 5. The whole half of the roof came off completely and dropped on the other side. That's a big surprise to us because this building was built or designed for a Category 5 hurricane. But somehow got damaged still. So we called in the manufacturer to assess this building again to make it stronger going forward because the weather forecast is predicting stronger hurricanes going forward. So we also looking at that for now. Our distribution network, what was above ground in terms of cable, everything was flat.
Everything above ground?
Yes, was flat. We had about 5% high voltage above ground. We had 16% low voltage above ground. So everything was down. Our vehicles got some serious damage as well too. And we was kind of handicapped to a great extent with vehicles. But we managed still to get a lot of things done. What we did for the network, we made a conscious choice. Do we go back above ground with some areas, or where it's possible, get contractors come in one time, dig trenches that they're crazy, place on the ground, together with TLM, UTS, and so forth. There are utilities as well, too, was part of this project. We created 53 projects after the hurricane to take cables on the ground immediately. That saved us some time because cables on the island was limited, poles was limited. We ordered some stuff, wasn't sufficient. This some pictures here, for example, the main office here in town. This is in the power plant. This is the lab. This is a new crack in the building, so something probably hit the building, damaged the lab as well too. This is the office in town. This is the roof of the power plant that came off completely. I mean, some big, thick galvanized sheets. This is the power plant. The workshop, roof got damaged. We had passed in the workshop. We lose about 45 windows in the workshop. Water came in, went to pass, salt water and so forth. Rust and number pass as well too. Some parts are beyond repair because cannot allow corrosion. This is the main office of power plant. This is the distribution building over here next door. So we were really handicapped. We still handicapped to a great extent. The main office, we have the finance department, audit department, commercial, and the ICT department. No one can work in this building right now. We have makeshift offices. For example, the 3 directors sit in this office here, in my office here. So 2 of us sit here. Ms. Arenda's office is occupied by the accounts payable department. Ms. Young's office has technical department and purchasing department. Downstairs also they all come together somehow. And I mean, I must thank the employees who have sacrificed. These conditions come to work still. And I must say, they're not complaining. You may have 1 or 2 voice concerns, yes, with pressure really heavy, but on a whole, they are very much commendable for the sacrifices they're making to get you back to this today.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Tell them, connecting you.
To say that or ask rather based on the understanding between the union and the Telem group that we can see a situation as it pertains to the workers of cable TV being resolved amicably.
That's the intention of the board of directors and the union and management. Because I must say that for Mr. Candel Dupusoy to accept the meeting invite from the board is a step towards trying to solve whatever problems it has on the table. So now we could only look at it as positive and think, yes, let's hope that was the point currently.
In the meantime, what happens to the workers? Are they being paid? Do they have a salary, or are they in line awaiting the court case results?
In the meantime, the workers them are being paid, and pending the outcome of the proposal that the union have at the table for them.
Yes. You referred to Mr. Richardson at GB. Richardson, what Richardson?
Mrs. Richardson, Bienvenido Richardson, is the president of the board of directors at GEBE. He's the one who gave me a call on March 17th and posed him the question. And that's where we, as president of the union, I told him that, okay, arrange a meeting where all three parties could sit at the table, and then for sure I would gladly give the reason why or where the union got the information from that there is problems between managing board and the board of directors, because we have absolutely nothing to hide. We only looking to solve problems here and way forward. Like I mentioned, the GB is acting like they're going belly up because they're looking to cut. But if you look at a simple company that we have in Curacao, which is Insulair. Insulair is a company that is belly up, but yet they have government injecting money in that company because it is a government-owned company. Yeah, so you have government injecting money in it. So in this case, if one day, if indeed GB has to go belly up, there is a lot of banks that GB could go by and get overdrafts. And if by the end they cannot get the overdraft by the bank, then you have to turn to the shareholder representative of the company to get a financial injection in the company in order for the company to survive, because there is no other utility company on the island. So I find that the managing board of that company should stop acting like things are going belly up. Because a company that almost going belly up is PSS, and PSS is still operating. Things that are companies that are in our constitution cannot go belly up, because it's the obligation of the country to have a utility company to provide electricity and water. It's the obligation of the country to provide postal service.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Indeed, according to the agenda point and the topic on the table today, I can surely say I have seen similar meetings where we come to the end of the governing period and another governing period would have to come into effect. So after the elections, I would like to take this opportunity and thank the people of St. Martin in its entirety for going out and voting. I would like to thank those who have voted for the party of the National Alliance and then those who have voted for myself in particular. Special thanks. I would like to say thank you to those who have been part of the group that I consider is my group, the people that help you get the job done. Thank you to my wife and my family and those who give me special support. Madam Chair, a big thank you indeed to Parliament and the staff of Parliament for those, assistance that have been rendered to us and to myself. Thank you to the faction of the National Alliance and the faction staff of the National Alliance. Madam Chair, this has been a very interesting time for me, this last governing period. I must say that I have learned a lot, and I am still learning a lot. It really has given me some challenges to look more deeper within myself, and I would say, knowing personalities, knowing people is for me becoming more and more interesting. St. Martin needs help, and I'm asking all of us to pay attention to the needs of St. Martin. And we need to do this because that's the responsibility that we have taken upon us as those who want to help to lead the nation. So St. Martin have issues, and it doesn't need at this moment to spell out all of those issues, but definitely St. Martin have issues, and I'm asking us to pay attention to the issues. And for those of us who know that the responsibility rests on our shoulders, I want to say there is strength in unity. There is strength in unity. And Madam Chair, not too long today, I would like to say that's it for me at this moment. And thank you for the opportunity. And thank you for the work that you have also done as the chairperson of Parliament during this time.
ADRA is the humanitarian aid organization of the Seventh-day Adventist Church and is established in over 135 countries and responds worldwide to different calamities, crises, and especially also to after the hurricane struck St. Martin. Immediately there was some international response and several projects became available for St. Martin. Started with food and also other areas, but today I will focus on the roofing repair project. There it was immediately seen that government also needed assistance with data collection, and in that way ADRA assisted the government with making tablets available so that the data collection could have started up. For the rest, volunteers has started to assist countrywide with the roofing. ADRA has also started right away to start looking for donors to assist with material. And we have material on the way, and we are still looking for more material to assist. Also, the We have already repaired some roofs with material that has been made available. And we are very happy also to announce that we have different partners that are willing to collaborate with us. Hereby, I would like to especially mention the Salvation Army, with whom we have started. And we're looking forward to start the first collaborated home. As mentioned, ADRA has from the beginning been looking forward to collaborating, because at the end of the day, the disaster that hit St. Martin is bigger than any organization, is bigger than any family. So we're looking forward to work together. And that being said, we are busy right now prioritizing to see who are the most vulnerables. As you may know, a lot of senior citizens are being helped at the moment. But next to that, we are also looking to identify the other vulnerable groups, like those who are unemployed and also the single parents with little children. And there are many others also who are vulnerable that needs the help. Therefore, anybody that would like to volunteer a Sunday or another day is welcome to contact ADRA. You can find us on Facebook, and also you can call us on 554-8334. I repeat, 554-8334, and donate some time and your skills to help those in need.